Okay, another week. Let's go. I am starting this page. It had some like schmutz on it from, another time I was like, oh, I'm going to add some paint and then I'm going to use the paint. And then I didn't use the paint. So, yeah. So I had to cover up the paint. So I used a little gesso. And this is Lumiere. What are these things called? I think they're Lumieres. It's the Halo Gold, Halo Blue Gold. It's really pretty. It's like blue and green and gold all in like the same pot. So pretty. Then I actually wanted to emphasize the gold a little bit, so I went in with a little bit of like a gold color in the same paint. That one right there. I don't know what the name of it was, sorry. So then to bring out the green a little bit, I used a little bit of the Halo Blue Gold, a little bit of the Lumiere Gold, and then just a smidge of golden fluid acrylic and green gold and mixed them all together, and then I got this. And I was like, ooh, shiny and pretty. So this is a little bit of phthalo turquoise, I believe, by Golden. It's a golden fluid acrylic. I can't find it. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Um, and I'm just using an old like key card to draw some lines on. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of an art journal page and said I was going to put a video out for it this weekend. Yeah, I can't find the footage for that page. So bear with me. Hopefully it's on my camera because I can't find it on my computers anywhere, and I thought I already brought it over. So I had this one in the reserves, so I figured I would share this one instead. This one's only about a month old or so. This is some dictionary paper, and I'm just using my Tim Holtz ruler, and I'm sticking it under the ruler, pushing down, putting some pressure on the ruler, and then just tearing toward me. And it creates a soft tear. So it's not as ragged as if you were to use your fingers, but it's not as straight as if you were to cut it. This is a little bit of golden fluid medium something. Back and forth in my chair. Golden matte medium. So I am just putting these down. I'm just making this little collage of all these different size pieces. When I was putting it together, I want to say I was watching a video, or before I did this, I watched a video by, I want to say one was by Packard Eye and one was by Mixed Media Gen. I want to say I watched two different videos by both of them, and I kind of like borrowed things from each of them, and I'm sorry I don't remember which videos they were, but if you don't subscribe to them, you totally should. So, go. And so when I was putting this together, I'm putting this little like collage piece together. I was thinking of Monsters Inc. because of all the like little square and rectangle pieces. It just made me think of that. So yeah, there's that. So hopefully I find that footage for the other page because I really don't know what I did with it. I'm really hoping it's still on my camera. I know. I can hear you thinking right now, why didn't he check on his camera? Because he was busy painting. I know. Me. Me painting. What? So, I did a page and I'm not sure I'm going to share it because it's almost a little embarrassing. But I kind of like it, and I think that's kind of maybe why it's so embarrassing. Um yeah. So, I don't want to say too much in case I do share it, but oh look, I found the footage. It's on my camera. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, that page will be coming up in the next week or two. Probably next weekend because I have 4 days off. What? So, okay. So after I got all of those little pieces of dictionary paper glued down, I wanted to color them up a little bit. So I was thinking, neo color. No, not really. I want to deal with something kind of dry. So I grabbed from my pan pastels. I really don't know how to use these. And when I say that, I know you use the little applicators, you put them down, you have to use a fixative. I know the technical aspects of how to use them. I don't know how I should use them in mixed media. So I'm starting to try to pull them out a little bit more. As a matter of fact, the page I did today, the one that I'm a little embarrassed by, I did with almost exclusively pan pastels, and it's it's not bad. It's just not great, and it's yeah. I'm not sure that's a public consumption kind of page. So I'm just going in with various colors of pan pastel, and I'm going with like pink, purples and greens and some blues, and I end up starting to mix some of my own shades. That's kind of what I like about pan pastels is if you need a different color, you can go in and mix two colors right on the pans and create your own color. So for this one, I wanted a color that was lighter than the dark green that's like right underneath my hair. Um, more of an olive green, and so to do that, I mixed a little bit more of that like acidy yellow color in with that green, and it gave me the color I wanted. So, and if you get your pan pastels, the actual pans dirty, you just go in with a paper towel, wipe off the top layer, and bam, they're back to new. So, they're actually really fun to use. So I'm starting to use them a little bit more. They just kind of intimidate me. This is one of those products that intimidate me. Just there's a few of them out there. There's ink tents intimidate me for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. Um, Pan pastels. I think those are the big ones. So I don't know why I'm showing you this because I think some of them aren't done yet, but or maybe they are. Look at me go. So this is the indoor fixative. It's called Spectrafix. It's really nice because it's safe to spray indoors and it dries pretty quickly, and it's really good. If you're going to buy pan pastels or any kind of media that needs to be fixed, charcoal, whatever, I believe Spectrafix can be used with any of those. So let's see. For pastel, pencil, charcoal, watercolor, and pencil crayon. So yeah, totally get Spectrafix if you're going to use any of those products because it's really nice. And then when you use that Spectrafix, you can layer another color or the same color on top of whatever you've already done, and it intensifies the color because it helps you build up those layers of pigments. Whereas if you didn't fix it and just went back in over the same color, it would just keep moving the color around. It wouldn't build on the color. So, fun fact. This is, I can't tell if it's a Stabilo all pencil. I think it's a Stabilo all pencil, but it also could be just a watercolor pencil. I think it's a Stabilo all pencil. So I'm just going around all of the squares and going around fairly liberally and tracing all of the squares and rectangles just to outline them and make them pop a little bit more. They were fading into the background a little too much. And then spraying the whole thing with Spectrafix and drying it. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for commenting and leaving me a lot of nice messages on my last video. I had a hard time coming back after my hiatus. I was going to say brief hiatus, but that would have been a lie. So it was nice to come back and have a bunch of you there to say, welcome back. So let's see, what am I doing? Okay, so I needed to journal on this page. I just needed to journal. I wanted to write. I didn't want to care what it looked like. So I think I'm using a Prismacolor pen. I don't like it, if you want me to be honest with you. It skips. Prismacolor Premier. And it is a fine line marker, and it's size 05. I don't like it. Not for acrylic. It might be good for paper, but not on acrylic. I didn't mind it on this project, though, because I wanted the journaling to just become a design element. I didn't want it to be something that you could read, so I was good with that. So then I go in with my, what is that pen called? You're all like, it's the blah, 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 blah. It's been so long since I've used it. Uniball Signo white gel pen, and I'm just doing even more journaling. I don't remember what this was about. I want to say it was about my feelings about art journaling and how I was having a hard time just getting myself going and getting motivated, but it helped get it all out, so that's good. So let's see what else is going on in my life. Really busy at work and working a lot of hours, but I'm loving it, so there's no complaints. Um, yeah, life is just generally good right now. So, hooray! I'm not complaining. I'm a little sad I'm not at CHA. I got busy with work and there were some other factors involved as to why I couldn't make it to CHA this year, but um, there's always next year, which I think next year they're going to be in Phoenix. The CHA show, it's going to move from Anaheim to Phoenix, so I don't know. We'll see. So then I grabbed some Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers and I'm gluing them down with a little bit of golden matte medium, and it says be different, which is good because I am different. I am not like most people. Then again, most people aren't like most people, so really we're all different, which makes us all the same. Because if we're all different, we're all the same. So whatever. So I guess be the same because you're different. Does that even make sense anymore? I don't know. So then I went in with a little bit more of that phthalo turquoise by Golden, and I just did some spatters. I covered up the letters so that way the spatters didn't get on those. And so then I took the page out of the book and cut it down a little bit and ran it through my sewing machine. I did two passes around all the edges. And then I had the back cover and I wanted to glue this on there. I like to do this so that way your back cover isn't just cardboard and then there's not one more thing to add yet another layer to an already stuffed book. So it helps thin down the book just a little bit. And warning, there's a swear word here. I put because different is fucking awesome. So yeah, that's why it's there. It's because different is awesome. So I used a little bit more of that gel medium and the matte medium and put it down after I painted all of the edges of that chipboard, that back chipboard black. And after I glued it all down, I just pressed really hard. It takes a little while for that to set, so I tried to keep some pressure as much as I could. I'm just trimming those little threads down a little bit. I didn't want to cut them all the way off. So that was the page, Be Different. So I like this page. It's nice and shiny, kind of simple, but I like it. So hope you like it too. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.